Some nights League Pass feels like background noise. Last night, it felt like a crime scene. I click into Nuggets versus Clippers. Scoreboard says 39-35 going into the second. Cool, close game, should be fun. I open the box score to see who is cooking, and my brain freezes. Nikola Jokic, 25 points, 6 rebounds, first quarter. Not halftime, not he got hot in the second. 12 minutes, 25 and 6. I thought the app bugged out. I backed out, reloaded, same thing. The man dropped a nuclear first quarter and did it with the body language of a guy waiting for his food at a diner. By the end of the third, the Clippers were tucked in. Game over. Jokic barely touched the floor after that. He just jogged his way to a modest 55 points, 12 boards, and 6 assists on about 91% true shooting in 34 minutes while moving like his speed slider is set to Dad at the barbecue. The wildest part is not that he did it. The wildest part is how stupidly easy he made it look. So here's the question. Has Nikola Jokic actually solved basketball? To see why people say yes, you have to zoom out. There's a nerd stat called game score. It takes your whole box score, smashes it into one number, and basically asks, how much did you cook in this game? More stuff and more efficiency means a higher number. Now imagine taking every season by every player across about 20 years and ranking them by average game score. Hundreds of seasons, all the box score merchants, all the MVPs, all the guys who farmed numbers like it was crypto season. Down at the 80s, you see Kevin Durant in 2010, Chris Paul in 2008, Kevin Love in 2014. Already crazy years. By the 50s, you're fully in MVP land. LeBron in 2014, Steph in 2016, Harden, Giannis, Anthony Davis, all the usual stat freaks. Climb into the top 20 and it turns into a museum of all-time overkill. Anthony Davis in 2018, Russell Westbrook in 2017, LeBron in 2009, seasons that felt ridiculous when they happened and still look ridiculous now. Then you hit the top 10, and the same 3 names start spamming the list. Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic. Only one player in league history has ever averaged a game score above 27 for a full season. That was Jokic last year. He broke the system. This year, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luka are chasing their own historic averages. Giannis is flirting with a game score near 30, a number that would have sounded fake a few years ago. And then there's Jokic again, sitting at an average game score in the low 30s, around 32.6. On a chart full of legends, his dot is in another zip code. This dude is not just stat padding. In 2022 to 2023, he averaged about 24 points, almost 12 rebounds, and 9 assists with historic efficiency, then dragged Denver to a title and a Finals MVP. In 2023 to 2024, he somehow leveled up again, around 26 points, over 12 boards, and 9 assists, all while winning a 3rd regular season MVP. Now, in 2024 to 2025, he's playing so well that people are arguing if he's having the best individual season ever by a big man. Steve Kerr literally called him probably the best center who has ever played. Quick glove touch with the algorithm before we keep cooking. If Jokic has ever made you yell at your TV in disbelief, tap like, hit subscribe, and tag that notification bell like it's a soft double team. It tells the algorithm you enjoy high IQ hoops and low IQ jokes, and it keeps this channel from getting packed into retirement like an undersized guard in the paint. Back to the experiment that broke my brain. People were saying Jokic had a slow start to this season. He was around 20 points, 14 rebounds, 10 assists over his first 5 games, which is hilarious. That's best season of your life numbers for most bigs. For him, it's a warm-up. Then he decides, you know what, I should probably start shooting again. Over the next 6 games, Denver does not lose. Their average margin of victory is about 15. Jokic averages around 36 points, 12 rebounds, and 11 assists in that stretch. The Nuggets are casually speed-running teams, and Jokic looks like he's farming VC on rookie difficulty. Now, watch how he does it. Against the Clippers, they throw Ivica Zubac at him. Big body, solid defender. Doesn't matter. Jokic backs him down like a featherweight, plants him under the rim, flip shot. He hits that little push shot about 100% of the time in your memory. Next trip, same spot. Zubac braces for the bump this time. Jokic just glides past him for a layup. No wasted motion, no dribble clinic, just, I know what you're expecting, I will do the opposite. Flip to the other side of the floor. Zubac fights harder, tries to hold his ground. Jokic bumps, fakes, tiny shoulder shimmy, Zubac bites, helium balloon, easy bucket. It looks like a dad move at a YMCA, but the dad is 7 feet tall, 280 pounds, and has soft touch from everywhere. Then you see the Bucks look. Now it's Brook Lopez. Longer arms, more rim protection. He watched Zubac get melted, so he's locked in. He's waiting for Jokic to turn his back or take a big first step so he can swipe. Jokic does neither. He just rises straight up and hits a jumper in his face for an and one. Where is the double team? You can't send it. He wants you to send it. Jokic is the best playmaker on the planet. If you bring a second defender, he'll turn you into a passing drill. He's basically begging coaches, please trap me so I can ruin your weak side rotations. When the Clippers finally decide to blitz him and clog the high post, he just shifts modes. They overhelp in the paint. Jokic runs a simple pick and roll, pops to the arc and starts drilling threes like they're free throws. It's not flashy, it's not some wild mixtape. It's just painfully simple and brutally correct. By the time the buzzer hits in Los Angeles, the stat line reads 55 points, 12 rebounds, 6 assists, almost perfect shooting, and the best single game of his career, all in 34 minutes. No sweaty flexing, no screaming at the crowd, just a bored walk to the bench and a soft high-five line. So, what is he actually doing that other stars are not? Most players can spot the obvious stuff. Defense is slow getting back. You run. You have a small guy on you, you seal. That's Hoops 101. Jokic is playing Hoops 4D chess. He doesn't just see the first read, he sees the third, and he plays at a tempo where his brain has time to check every window.
Watch a possession against Sacramento. The Kings keep leaving a little pocket in the middle of the paint for a floater. Once is an accident, twice is bad luck. Jokic sees it happen 3-4 times and just spams the same simple floater until they finally adjust. No drama, no step back three, just, you gave me this, I will eat this. Again. Another clip. Transition. There is a mismatch under the rim. Some bigs will jog into the set, run the play their coach called and ignore it. Jokic recognizes the mismatch in real time, demands the ball, uses his body as a shield, and cashes the easiest 2 points of the night before the defense even talks. Then there is the Christian Braun play. Kings are in man coverage. Braun's defender is trailing behind the play. Jokic notices this a full 5 seconds before the pass. He calls for the ball. He looks hard at the corner to freeze the help. The defenders think he is about to kick it out. At the last second, he whips it to Braun, who is now wide open cutting to the rim. 2 points. It looks simple. It is not. And look at all the junk points, the tip ins, the putbacks, the soft rolls where he catches, keeps the ball high, and drops it in before the guard can swipe. That stuff sounds easy until you realize how many bigs fumble those touches or bring the ball down into traffic like it is a hot potato. Knowing when to float it, knowing what the defense did last time, choosing not to force a tough layup when a 7-foot floater is just sitting there. That is decision-making, not luck. You can usually spot a smart player by 2 things: how fast they decide, how much energy they waste while doing it. Jokic is ruthless on both. He almost never sprints, yet he gets to every spot he wants. He does not have wild vertical pop. He does not have track speed. He is not some 7'3" alien with go-go arms. He is about as normal in height and wingspan as centers come. He just never picks the wrong option. People have tried to measure that brain. Crafted NBA has a basketball IQ metric that bakes in spatial awareness, tactical choices, and playmaking reads. It tries to score who really understands the geometry of the floor. By that metric, Jokic is the clear #1 in the entire league. And if the eye test is not enough, the advanced stats scream the same thing. Take box plus minus. It's a number that says how many points per 100 possessions do you add compared to an average player. Look at the top 50 guys this season. Jalen Brunson is down in the low 30s on that list. Jaylen Brown sits around 25. Cade Cunningham is near 20th. Wemby is already inside the top 10. At the very top, you get Luka Doncic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, all with box plus minus numbers around 11. That level is historic. LeBron has only had about 3 seasons in that zone. Then you scroll a little more and see Jokic, not near them, way above them. Box plus minus around 20.8. That is not a typo. That is not small sample, relax. That is the model waving its hands yelling, we do not know what to do with this guy. On top of that, he is now the first center ever to average a triple-double across a full season, sitting around 30 points, almost 13 rebounds, and over 10 assists a night, with a ridiculous pile of triple-doubles and another MVP race on his plate. Coaches, media, old heads, all looking at the same box score and coming to the same quiet thought. this might be the most complete offensive weapon the sport has ever seen. Has Jokic won basketball forever? Probably not. The game always mutates. Someone will come along with a new glitch. Defenses will copy, adjust, and throw fresh puzzles at him. Kids in Serbia are already watching his clips, trying weird off-foot floaters and dusty gems. But right now, in this window, it feels like we're watching a guy who has cracked the code. He is what happens if a player almost always picks the right play, has the touch to make it count, and doesn't care what his stat line looks like as long as the scoreboard goes his way. So next time you see a random Nuggets game in your feed and the score looks normal, check the box score. If Jokic has 25 and 6 in the first quarter again, you might be watching another episode of How to Beat Basketball featuring a 7-foot genius who jogs. Peace.